In this video, we will start with basic PLC ladder programs and try to understand how to control a process. But before starting to program, let us understand what is a ladder and what is ladder programming. As discussed in previous videos, we know that PLC is a logic controller which has terminals for inputs and outputs. The relations between these inputs and outputs are established via a control logic. The control logic can be programmed using different programming languages. Some of them are FBD, ladder, sequential logic, structured text, etc. Out of this, one of the most commonly used language is ladder logic. It gets its name because the program looks like a ladder with different input-output relations. We can see a ladder logic in front of us. The left and the right lines correspond to power lines. The horizontal lines where the component blocks are placed are called as rungs. Once a ladder logic is written, the PLC processes the code from left to right and top to bottom. Let us try to build a ladder logic for basic gates, that is AND, OR and NOT. We will be using push buttons and LEDs for the same. A physical, discrete input can be mapped to logical inputs in a rung. The value that these discrete devices can take are NC or NO. NC stands for normally closed contact and NO stands for normally open contact. This means that when input is not energized, the states will be the ones that are defined. However, if the input is energized, the states of these contacts change. Let us understand this in the form of animation. Suppose we have connected an open switch to input 1. If we connect it as NO contact in the code, the NO contact becomes NC when we close the switch. Similarly, if we connect an open switch to NC contact, it changes to NO when we close the switch. Understand this concept clearly as it will be used frequently in the next couple of videos. Now, let us build an AND gate using two push buttons and a lamp. The ladder logic for AND gate is shown here. We can see that one NO contact for each push button is connected in series. An output lamp is further connected in series. A side note on this: inputs are always connected on the left side of the rung. Inputs can be connected in series or parallel. Outputs are always connected on the rightmost side of the rung, and the outputs can only be connected in parallel. When the rung is complete, one can imagine a current to flow and power gets supplied to the output device. Coming back to our AND gate, we can see that the NO contact turns into NC contact when their corresponding push buttons are pressed. The circuit or the rung will be complete only when both the contacts turn as NC. This is possible only when both the push buttons are pressed. So, if we compare it with Boolean logic, the output will be high only when both the inputs are high, and thus we get a circuit for AND gate. In the next video, we will try to design OR gate and NOT gate. If you have doubt regarding the Boolean gates, follow our video series on digital electronics. Hope you have understood this video clearly. Share the video with your friends and peers. Also feel free to post your doubts and feedback in the comments section below. We are waiting to hear from you. Until next time, stay calm and keep learning. Peace out.